renewable energy gradually become one of the human's main goals of development. But do you ever think about why it can be a better choice than the fossil fuels? Let's start from the definition of it and underline our keywords: naturally replaced. Naturally replaced represents that the renewable energy is not a kind of resources but a kind of technology. According to the Union of Concerned Science Teams, the average price to install solar dropped more than 17% between 2010 and 2017. The cost of generating electricity from wind dropped from 16% between 2009 and 2016. In other words, with the development of renewable energy, the amount of energy from the renewable energy will be more and more, and the price of it will be lower and lower, which are totally opposite with the tendency of fossil fuel development. The second reason that the renewable energy is better than the fossil fuel is because the renewable energy is more environmental friendly than the fossil fuels. The graph on the left-hand side shows that the solar energy and wind energy will produce fewer carbon dioxide than the coal and the natural gases when they produce the same amount of electric. Another strength of renewable energy is that there are more renewable energy than the fossil fuels. Till now, there are about 7 different kinds of renewable energy are in use, and there are only about 3 different kinds of fossil fuels. The great gap between the variety let the renewable energy have more possibility than the fossil fuels. Renewable energy also brings positive impact to individuals and government. According to the research, an American family can save about $4,000 to $5,000 if they use the renewable energy equipment that installed in their home to provide electricity. The report named Job Creation and Economic Impact of Renewable Energy in Netherlands also talks that the GDP of Netherlands will increase about 0.85% until 2013, and more than 48,000 additional jobs will be created. Now, you might feel a little bit confused, because if the renewable energy is so good, why don't we just use them and do not use the fossil fuels? Unfortunately, the renewable energy is not mature enough and have several limitations. They have limitation on locations, like the tidal energy must be close to the sea, and they are very low efficient, like the hydrogens that need a lot of electric to separate, and the energy that the hydrogen will provide is even lesser than the electric that used to separate them from air. The cost of transportation and developing the renewable energy is also pretty high. And these 3 limitations put renewable energy in a very embarrassing situation. Everyone knows it is important, but now the government wants to use them. However, in the not long future, I believe that the renewable energy will be the main way that humans use to provide energy. And that is all about this video. Thank you for watching.